Hey, what's going on, everyone? So DICE just posted a update log for update 4.1, and I just want to go over it real quick because there's a couple of things in here that I found to be very interesting buffs and changes. And please keep in mind that I'm not going to go over every single change that is within these patch notes. I will leave a link in the description if you want to go ahead and read them all for yourself, but I'm just going over the ones that most interest me, as well as the biggest changes to mention. Just to get into it real quick, they did kind of tease the new event that's going to be happening mid-season. They haven't really released very many details about it just yet, but they released this screenshot and this text. And if you ask me, this skin with the skull mask in the picture kind of looks like Casper. I could be wrong about that, but I want to say that that's Casper. Moving on, they're releasing more portal weapons into the main game. You can get the AK-971, the RPK-74M. This is a light machine gun, also from Battlefield 3, and the MP443 pistol. Overall, a pretty decent pistol. And next up is the Specialist Mastery Improvements. Is also a fantastic change that you will not hear me complain about, except for Sundance, because I literally just finished her. They adjusted her mastery requirement for each level from 30 to 20, so it is now 10 less for her for every mastery level, which means that for Sundance, her mastery challenge has gone from 1,200 kills and assists with her grenades to 800. Crawford's mastery requirement went from 50 kills and assist to 30, and this means that his mastery requirement just went from 2,000 all the way down to 1,200. And this is also the same for Zane, which means that he went from 2,000 kills and assists down to 1,200. Liz's mastery requirement went from 10 vehicles destroyed to 10 kills when destroying vehicles. So what this means, for example, is if you kill a Condor or a transport helicopter and it's full, you will now get 7 progress instead of just for destroying the vehicle, because it will count the vehicle and all the kills from the people sitting inside the vehicle. And Dozer, which looks like a nerf at first, but is actually a buff. So they increased his total mastery requirement from 20 kills every mastery to 40 close distance kills. So although his mastery requirement went from 800 to 1,600, now all the kills that you have to get do not have to be the shield. And I'm pretty sure if you get a kill with his shield, it will now count as 2 because it is both with the shield and it's a close kill. But you can also just run a gun with a shotgun, for example, and level up his mastery challenge that way. So overall, all the specialist mastery improvements are a massive buff. The armor plate is getting changed. So previously it used to protect everywhere on your body. Now it's going to act like the defensive perk from Battlefield 4, where it only covers your chest area. So you're not going to hit someone in the head anymore, and it's going to reflect off the armor. All right, and for the specialist changes, so for Angel, he is no longer able to place his loadout crate on top of vehicles. And the reason for this is because that if you were to place his loadout crate on top of a Lat-4V recon truck, for example, it would either prevent it from moving or it would just straight up destroy it, which was funny as shit, but obviously it makes sense as to why they're taking this out. And they made it so he can no longer place it on bushes. Blasco's receiving a couple of changes, most notably, every time you open up the big map, it's not going to show her area of effect on the entire mini map when you first open it now, which is awesome. Casper's drone. This is honestly the biggest change I was most interested out of this entire patch note. So now Casper will be able to deal damage to claymores, C5, anti-tank grenades, and proximity sensors. And if you remember in Battlefield 3 and 4, the MAV drone that the recon class got used to detonate enemy claymores and C4 and killing the enemies with the drone. So now Casper is able to do that in this game. And on top of that, his drone is now able to EMP. I'm not sure if to destroy. I'm pretty sure it's just to temporarily disable the spawn beacon that the ram places. Falk is no longer possible to heal the ranger with a red pistol. I had no idea that this was a thing, but if it was, that's actually really funny. Irish. Shoot down Sentinel now intercepts the Ghostmaker R10's explosive bolt. That's cool, I guess. Improve the consistency of the interaction prompt for his deployable cover. That's also good too. Zane. It's just a fix for him. The range counter should no longer become stuck at 0 while in a vehicle. I never used his gadget while in a vehicle, so I wasn't aware that this was a change. On screen now is a bunch of weapon fixes. None of these are buffs or nerfs. It's just fixes. Vehicles here are even more. None of these are buffs or nerfs. They are just simply patches. And that is the entire patch list. Overall, fantastic changes, I would say. I'm definitely most excited to try out Casper's drone now that he is able to destroy C5 claymores and all that other stuff. The mastery challenges are definitely a great improvement, makes it a lot easier to get certain challenges done, and overall looks like a really great patch. I don't see a estimated release date, I don't believe, but that is the end of the patch notes. I'm really excited about all of the changes coming. Hope you enjoyed the video, and talk to you guys later. Bye.